to thank John Wesley Methodist Church for inviting me here to church today. I'm not as great as I look. You are my first victim since I had oral surgery a month ago, and I'm not speaking so well. But I think I'll get through it. The most important aspect I'll be sharing with you is being able to bring my mother with me. And the Lord has blessed me again and again and again. He has blessed me with a wonderful family. He blessed me by having me to return home when I did. He blessed me by having the temples in my life. I was with Coach about 4 days ago before I had to leave the city. And I said to him, you know, I'm going to be at a church here. And he said, I know. And I said, will you come? And he says, and he still calls me Rudolph sometimes. And he said, you know, Rudolph, I have seen you do everything. The only thing I have not seen or heard is you from the pulpit. So today is a first for Coach. When I was getting ready to leave the other day, and I looked at my schedule, and I said to my sister who's sitting here, she has a hard job, and her hard job is coordinating my schedule with doctor's schedule, and then keeping up with me, and telling me where I'm supposed to go. The only thing I do is work. She tells me everything else to do. And when I looked at my schedule, I said, do you realize that Friday and Saturday, I'm in Las Vegas, and I work in Las Vegas the night, Saturday night, and I don't finish until 11 or 12 o'clock. She said, but there is a 1:10 flight leaving Las Vegas, and you can be on it, and you can sleep on the plane. So I arrived this morning about 8:45, and here I am. From the standpoint of sharing, I decided to share with you this morning from the standpoint of devotion. And as I looked through my Bible, I decided to look at the book of Ruth, because that is devotion. And you know the story of Ruth. She was from Moab, the country of Moab. And there was a man named Emily, and he had a wife named Naomi. And they had 2 sons, and they were traveling through this country. And then, of course, they married 2 women from Moab. One was Oprah, and the other was Ruth. And of course she died, and he left the 2 sons. And then she was left with the two sons. And the story goes that from chapter 8, when she said to her daughter-in-law, go you to your mother's house, she was asking her to return home because they had lost their husband. And Ruth's devotion was to her mother-in-law, which is chapter 16. And Ruth said, entreat me not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee. For whether thou goest, I will go. Where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. From the standpoint of devotion, we will take it out of context and apply it to the world that we live in, to his family, devotion to family, being a devoted servant to God. I was in New York in October, and I was receiving an award called the Crown Royal Award. It is given on behalf of an athlete who has contracted muscular sclerosis, and he is a skier, an Olympic skier, but now he can't walk. And I had received the award that night, and one of my sons was there with me to present the award, which was very special, and that doesn't happen very often. And that morning, he had decided to stay in New York. And I'm talking family devotion. And stay with his college roommate for a weekend. And I thought that was fine, but you know, every mother that leaves her son in New York decides that she needs to give him a little bit more guidance before he leaves her, and tell him about all the pitfalls, and to be very careful. And this particular morning, his roommate came over, and they decided to have breakfast with me before starting the journey of looking at museums. They're both architects, and they love to look at old, fine buildings. And I had a wonderful breakfast with them. I walked them to the elevator,